What do you see as the role of idleness in your work?
Oh, it seems very important, but that sounds like a rationalization. I mean, I think it's worth being very conscious of the role that each play, because what you just said really resonates with me, that you actually need distraction to stumble upon like new insights. Like have that comfort in just reading a book during the workday that you otherwise might not be reading, or letting yourself just noodle on a piece of paper or something. But it can't just be any distraction, right? If you're like off playing Candy Crush, I don't think there's any way to justify that that's um, promoting creativity. But the right kinds of idleness and distraction that are not purposeful towards a given plan, I think that's very important. But at the same time, at some point, you got to sit down and just get the thing done. And
Got to get it done.
usually the hardest part of that process is the part when you're going to be most inclined to find yourself distracted. Uh, it's you're trying to solve some little micro puzzle. You're dealing with just like a really annoying sound editing task or whatever it is, and you're like, yeah, maybe I kind of want to go read. Like those are the moments that maybe distraction isn't the highfalutin, creative, inducing thing that you want it to be, and actually what it is purely slowing you down. Um, another mutual friend of ours, like Andy Matuszczak, I think I remember him asking about this dichotomy between, like, let's say you're trying to write something, whether you should be like going for a long walk and just sort of like letting things stew versus just like gluing your butt to a chair and like typing and just not stopping. And he was asking this on Twitter, and someone gave what I thought was just an absolutely great response. There was something to the effect of, what you're asking about is, should I be exhaling or should I be inhaling? The question is not any one of them. It's like this finding the right balance between the two. So in that way, I think idleness is like inhaling, and then just gluing yourself to the computer and getting stuff done is the exhaling. And it's important to recognize when each one is needed.
Yeah, I don't really know, but I really like your point there about how new ideas do come in a state of distraction, and I'm almost wondering if productivity is sort of optimizing the system that you already know exists, whereas distraction is almost like an algorithm for randomness where it just on average or your median insight or moment will be basically inconsequential, but for the small percentage of things that are consequential, they are the only things that can take you out of the matrix that you're locked inside of.
Easily, yeah, the best projects I've ever had came from were born in distraction, not in purposeful planning. That's absolutely true.